Hello everybody, and welcome to my Week 9 Philadelphia Eagles prediction. So Dave Bandana back from the bye week. I had to take a break too. I was going to do the predictions, but you know what? Took a week off, thought about it, because that was a very, very disappointing game in Week 7. That was horrible. Ellis Hobbs gave up so much yards to Kenny Britt. Our secondary did horrible, but that was in the past. And now it's a new game, it's a new week, and you know what we are after the bye? Perfect under Andy Reid. Philadelphia Eagles versus Indianapolis Colts at Lincoln Financial Field at 4:15. A 5-2 Colts coming to the Philadelphia Eagles home, their nest, at 4-3. And guess who's back? The return of the top dogs. No pun intended. Michael Vick, Deshaun Jackson, big, and Jason Peters, big, as we say. But the Colts have a vast amount of injuries, so they got Austin Collie out for the season and Dallas Clark out for the season. So that's pretty big. The receiving core is down, and they're down to their fourth or fifth receiver now. So we need to take advantage of that. But our defense just playing like nickel packages and force read packages and blitzing. Because I know people don't get to Peyton Manning, but I think we can get to him today. With his injuries, he won't be able to use so much checkdowns to Reggie Wayne and Pierre Garçon. So a couple things I want to talk about is the NFL rankings. The Eagles are ranked 9th in passing yards, and that's with Kevin Collie the past couple of weeks. So Michael Vick's back, and he's a pretty good passer. Everybody saw him. He was 2-0 in the Washington game. He got hit in a rib cartilage injury. So we'll see how good he does this week. He's got 799 yards, 6 touchdowns, and no interceptions. That's amazing. And Kevin Collie did good. He's our future, but Michael Vick right now he can win right now. So we know Michael Vick can win right now. Kevin Collie needs a little bit more time. But we're 9th in rushing yards too. LaShawn McCoy has been a huge part of our offense this year. He's getting about 30% of touches and plays assigned to him. So he's been doing well, especially off them halfback option plays and stuff like that. Screens are huge with him. But our defense, not so good. Our defense has been costing us games. They've been actually giving up a lot of fourth quarter points, and I'm going to show you a stat on that later. But they're 18th against allowing rushing yards and 11th allowing passing yards. So that's one thing we have to watch, especially with a high-powered offense. It used to be offense, but it still is, because Reggie Wayne and Pierre Garçon are very good receivers, and Peyton Manning is the general out there. So the Eagles have had 2 weeks to digest, allowing 27 points in the fourth quarter. That was the most by any team allowed since 2008. That was horrible. 27 points allowed in the fourth quarter. We lost that game. Got out of hand real quick. Kenny Britt, got us. But this is big. After the bye, Andy Reid is 11-0 in his tenure with the Eagles. And that's the best. We have the best record since 1990. We're 17-4 after the bye. The bye got invented in 1990. So since the bye, we're 17-4. We're NFL's best after the bye. So we play good games after the bye because we have two weeks to prepare. We can get all the odds and ends out of and the rust out of our defense. So Peyton Manning starting his 200th game. It's a big deal. He's the second player ever to do that. Next to Favre. So we'll see. That's another record. That's great for him. The Colts have won 13 straight games in November too. So that's huge. Something's got to give, as I'm saying right now, because I'm spitting you all these stats, and something's got to give. We're 11-0. They're 13 straight games, so somebody's got to lose. So stats. Peyton Manning, 2,100 yards, almost 2,200 yards. He's got 15 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. That's incredible. His passing rating is over 105. It's amazing. Like I said, Vic's almost 800 yards, 6 touchdowns, and no interceptions. McCoy almost is at the half thousand mark. So 500. So let's see. He's been having a good year. He's on pace to break 1,000 yards, and that would be great. Actually, that'll be like the first running back since Brian Westbrook, like 2007, to have 1,000 yards for us. So that's pretty good. Jeremy Maclin has 30 receptions and 458 yards. And Deshaun Jackson he's been hurt, but he's got 19 receptions for 395 yards. So he's averaging 21.8 yards per catch. That's amazing. He's got 3 TDs. Deshaun Jackson's got 3 TDs, and Jeremy Maclin's got 6. So he's doing pretty well. Reggie Wayne, 49 receptions, 641 yards. He's incredible. Pierre Garçon's been hurt most of the year too, but Pierre Garçon, he's a great receiver when he's there. But Last year, the Eagles were 23. The last 4 years, the Eagles were 23, 11, and 1 in November, December. So they played good ball. You know, they started off slow and then they get good ball. So we need to do it now. Last time that we beat the Colts was in 1993. The last time we beat them at home was 1984. So what's gonna happen? We gotta freaking beat them. The Colts beat us 45-21 on November 26, 2006. So I'm still mad about that. So the Eagles need to get this right now. This is a time we'll be 5-3. The Giants can lose today. I don't know if the Giants. I don't even know what the Giants play today, but forget about them. The Eagles is my focus right now. So a couple of things too. Matchups. Deshaun Jackson versus the secondary. He needs to get big yards. Michael Vick needs to get away from that spy, and he needs to not take big hits and get productive yards. If he runs the ball, get 30 yards. Michael Vick can do it. Deshaun Jackson can do it. My prediction is going to be 31-24 Eagles. They're going to win this game, and Deshaun Jackson and Nate Allen are going to be my offensive and defensive player of the game. Watch out for Deshaun Jackson. Watch out for Nate Allen. Big players. You know, especially after that secondary debacle 2 weeks ago. Nate Allen's out there, and he's tasting ready for blood. So, watch interception for Nate Allen. Deshaun Jackson will have a big game. Hey, injury report. King Dunlap's out. Hobbs out. It's cool. Jason the Dog might be out for them. He torched us last time he played us in 2006. And I told you about Collie and Dallas Clark. The matchups are big, you know. And Michael Vick can get around the corners and throw his perfect left-handed throw down the field, like beautiful. That'll be great. So I said it was 31-24 Eagles. Everybody, let's go. Season mid-season now. In this time. Crunch time, baby. Let's get this, all right? Eagles, remember, I bleed green, you bleed green. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! Woo! Love you.
Addicted to Preston and Steve? Get your fix.
Go Eagles!
Podcast.